beginning of this week's Parsha, after Moshe Rabbeinu complains to Hashem, "Why did you send me? If all that was going to happen was that you're going to send me to Paro, I'm going to say, let my people go, and Paro's going to tell me, no, and then make it harder for the Jews, why would you send me in the first place?" Hashem turns to him and kind of gives him this theological lesson. He says, listen Moshe, I have never before revealed myself b'shem Hashem. To the Avot, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, I only revealed myself as Kel Shaddai. Now this is quite strange. What does this have anything to do with the story of Moshe and Paro? What's going on here? How does this answer Moshe's question? And on top of that, what's the difference between Hashem and Kel Shaddai? Why would there be a difference between the way that they're revealed to him? And on top of that, if you actually look at the Psukim in Sefer Bereshit, it's strange because Hashem does reveal himself as Hashem to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and not only as Kel Shaddai. Let's start off with the difference between Kel Shaddai and Shem Hashem. If you look at the Midrash, it explains that the name Kel Shaddai has to do with the creation of the world. Hashem's hand in creating the physical world, nature, as you see around us. The Sfat Emet explains, based on this, that there's a big difference between Hashem interacting with the world as Kel Shaddai in a natural way where he acts within the world around us as opposed to a God that comes and acts upon the world. Shem Hashem has to do with God's hand as providence and revelation within this world. The same way that he did in Yetziat Mitzrayim, where he came and brought the 10 Makot, and he showed that Hashem is within Bekerev Haaretz, and that he controls this world through the actions of the Makot in bombastic, miraculous way. This is Shem Hashem. Hashem has never done that. There were no miracles that happened to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. It was all through a natural understanding of God within the world and God's providence through this world. All of a sudden Hashem changes, and he changes in a way where he shows himself as acting upon this world in a miraculous way. Shem Hashem. So even though he calls himself Hashem to the Avot, and he tells the Avot that he's able to act as Hashem, that doesn't mean that the providence is actually revealed in the most open way. That only happens for the first time in history at Yetziat Mitzrayim. If you take a step back and ask, which one is better? Is it better for Hashem to interact with us through nature, or above nature, or on top of nature? Rav Kook, in a beautiful explanation, says that if you think about it, it's the difference between how a child and how an adult interacts with their parents. Children need rules, they need clear punishments, and they need clear rewards depending on what they do. However, if you look at the way Hashem interacts with an adult, with how parents interact with an adult, it's very different. Parents don't give punishments or rewards to their adult children. They give them the opportunity to grow on their own. And that's the difference between when we were Am Yisrael as a young nation. In Mitzrayim, Hashem interacted with us in a very clear and open and bombastic way. We were punished when we need punishment, and we were rewarded when we have rewards. That is as a young nation. As we grow older and mature, Hashem will interact with us in a way where we're able to partner with him and act with him in bringing Ratzon Hashem, God's will, to this world. Shabbat Shalom.